Good morning, children. Today we will study about the element of the 16 group. And the 16 group of the modern periodic table containing 6 elements. The first element is oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium and livermorium. And then mainly we study about up to the oxygen, sulfur, selenium and tellurium. Polonium is a radioactive element, and the element oxygen, sulfur, selenium and tellurium are called as chalcogens, and they all are non-metals, in which the oxygen is the very important element, and that is the important part of the atmosphere, and it contains 21% by volume and 23% by mass. So you know about the oxygen. Oxygen is very important element, and this is required for the sustaining of life. So these elements, they occurs in the abundance in the form of oxygen, in the form of the oxide. Sulfur is the sulfide, and many ores exist. So now we will study the gradation of the properties of the 16 group element. The first element is the oxygen, and then the first property is the electronic configuration. All the elements have the general electronic configuration NH2 NP4. This is the general electronic configuration of 16 group element. So oxygen belongs to the second period, atomic number 8, and its electronic configuration is 2s2 2p4. For the sulfur, it belongs to the third period, electronic configuration is 3s2 3p4. For selenium, atomic number 34, and it is having 4s2 4p4, that is a member of fourth period. Tellurium, atomic number 52, and this is a member of the fifth group, and the electronic configuration is 5s2 and 5p4. And the polonium is the element which is having atomic number 84, and then it is a radioactive element and belongs to the sixth period, electronic configuration 6s2 6p4. Normally we have to study about the oxygen and sulfur, so that's why we will study, and there first we will study the gradation properties. That means how some properties vary in the group, and then we will compare with the fifth group also, 15th group also. Now the second property is the atomic size and ionic radii. The atomic radii of the elements of group 16 are smaller than that of the corresponding elements of the 15th group, because the atomic radii of the elements of this group increase gradually on moving down the group. When we move in a period from left to right, then due to increase in effective nuclear charge, the atomic size decreases, and that's why the size of the 16th group element is smaller than that of the 15th group element due to increase in the effective nuclear charge. When we talk about the group, in a group when we move from top to bottom, then atomic size increases due to increase in the principal quantum number or increase in the number of shells. So when you compare the atomic radius, and this is the covalent radius for the oxygen is 66 picometer, sulfur 104 picometer, and selenium is 117 and tellurium is 37. So the smaller atomic radii of 16 group element we can explain on the basis of the effective nuclear charge. Now the next property is the ionization energy or ionization enthalpy. The ionization energies of the elements of group 16 are high, and thus the elements do not lose electron to form positive ions easily. That is, the elements are predominantly non-metallic in nature. In this group, the elements are normally the non-metallic. The oxygen, sulfur are non-metal, and selenium, tellurium are the metalloid. So this is on the basis, we can explain on the basis of the ionization energy. So because these elements have very high ionization energy, that's why they cannot be converted into positive ion. But when we move in a group, the ionization energy decreases, and that's why that is due to increase in atomic radius. And when ionization energy decreases, then there is decrease in the non-metallic character, or we can say there is increase in the metallic character. So the polonium is the element which is metal, but all other the selenium and tellurium are the metalloid, and oxygen and sulfur are the non-metal. So this we can explain on the basis of the ionization enthalpy. Now when we talk about the first ionization enthalpy of 16 group element, then it is less than the first ionization enthalpy of the 15th group element, because in case of 15th group element, the p orbital is half filled, and that's why more energy is required. So when we compare, then we can say the oxygen has less ionization in enthalpy than the nitrogen. This can be explained on the basis of the stable electronic configuration, or you can say symmetrical electronic configuration. So this is for the 16 group element. And now the next property is the electronegativity. The next property, and then the property, the meaning of electronegativity is on the basis of the power to attract shared pair of electron towards itself. So the electronegativity of an element depends upon the atomic size and effective nuclear charge. So when we compare the electronegativity of a 16 group element with 15 group element, then the 16 group elements have higher electronegativity than the 15th group element, because the size of 16 group element is smaller than that of 15 group element, and that's why the electronegativity of 16 group element is higher than that of 15 group element. And when we move in a group from top to bottom, electronegativity decreases gradually from oxygen to polonium. Oxygen is the second most electronegative element after the fluorine. So the first highest electronegativity for the fluorine, and after that the second highest electronegativity for the oxygen. So in this way we can explain the electronegativity. And when we move downward, then there's a decrease in the electronegativity of the element. The next property that you will study is the electron affinity, or the electron gain enthalpy. The elements of 16 group have high electron gain enthalpy values, which decrease from sulfur to polonium. Oxygen has lower electron affinity than sulfur. The low value of oxygen is on account of a small size of oxygen atom. That is, the electron density is high within a small region of space, which resists the addition of a new electron, because the oxygen is very small in size, and that's why when we add one electron to the oxygen atom, then it resists. That is due to the smaller size of p orbital of oxygen atom, and that's why its electron affinity is less. When we move downward in the group, the atomic size increases. That's why, because in case of the sulfur, the orbital is the 3p orbital. In case of oxygen, the orbital is 2p orbital. The size of 2p orbital is smaller than that of the 3p orbital, and that's why, due to repulsive forces which are present in the form of the pair, they repel the electrons, and that's why their electron affinity is less than sulfur. So this we can explain on the basis of the size of the element. So this is the property for the electron affinity. Now we'll study the next property, that is the elemental state or physical state. Oxygen is a gas while others are solid. Oxygen molecules are diatomic molecules while molecules of other elements are more complex. Normally they are octatomic, they are having 8 atoms. Sulfur, selenium, tellurium exist as staggered 8 atom rings. You study about the shape of the molecule of sulfur that is having the crown-like structure. So this ring is formed. Each sulfur atom is present at the joint. So this is the structure for the sulfur. You make in this way. So in the sulfur atoms, it is having the structure just like the crown, and so there are 8 atoms of sulfur. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 atoms are there. So this is the structure for the sulfur molecule, and it exists as S8 molecule. The oxygen atom has a tendency to form multiple bonds, and that's why, that is p-pi interaction. That's why oxygen exists as a diatomic molecule in the gaseous state, and all other are solid. So that is due to the formation of p-pi interaction due to the electronic configuration 2s2 2p4. So it exists by forming the oxygen molecule, that is O double bond O. So to form multiple p-pi interaction with the other oxygen atom on account of small size and high electronegativity, that is O double bond O, molecules are formed. The molecules are held together by weak van der Waals forces of attraction, as oxygen exists as a gas at room temperature. Many times it is asked in the examination, that is why the oxygen exists as diatomic molecule. That you can explain on the basis of the this fact, that is, it can form a p-pi bond, and that's why the molecules held together by the weak van der Waals forces, and that's why it exists in the gaseous state, because for the physical state the intermolecular forces are responsible. All other atoms cannot form effective pi bond, that's why they exist as a molecule having the crown like is, that is S8, and all other are the 8 atoms will be present in one molecule of it. And then we can explain the multiple bonding. Sulfur and higher members of group 16 possess vacant d orbital in their valence shell, because you know the sulfur is having outermost 3s2 and 3p4. So the 3d is vacant. They are having 3d vacant. So sulfur and higher members of group 16 possess vacant d orbital in their valence shell. They use these orbitals to form d-pi, p-pi multiple bonds. So these members, the oxygen can form the p-pi that you have already studied, but the sulfur form d-pi, p-pi, because they are having d orbital also. So in this way we can explain the formation of multiple bonds. So now next property is the catenation. Catenation is the property of an element to form long chain compounds, and it is also called as self-linking property. The atoms of the element join together to form long chain compound. This property is called as catenation. So here the oxygen and sulfur show the property of catenation. The property is more pronounced in sulfur, that is SS bond, and the bond length is 213. The energy for the bond is 213 kilojoule. is much stronger than the oxygen versus oxygen bond, that is 138 kilojoule. So the bond strength of oxygen is less than the sulfur, and that's why the sulfur can form the strong SS bond, and that's why it is having the more catenating property. And that's why the sulfur linkage is stronger, or we can say the sulfur is having more catenating power than the oxygen. So we can explain the reason. This is due to a small size of oxygen atom. The lone pairs of the electrons on the oxygen atom repel the bond pair of oxygen versus oxygen bond to a greater extent than the lone pair of electrons on the sulfur atom in SS bond. This is due to the smaller size of oxygen atom, because oxygen is smaller, and that's why the repulsive forces will be more, and that's why the OO bond is having the less bond dissociation energy than the sulfur, and that's why the SS bond is stronger than OO bond, and that's why the sulfur linkage, the SS linkage, that is also called sulfide linkage, this linkage is stronger than the OO linkage, and that's why the sulfur has more catenating power than the oxygen. So these are the physical properties of these elements. So and then we will study the chemical properties of the elements.